Hello, beautiful souls. It's Laura here. We're going to ask for your angels and your spirit guides to please come through with any messages that you need for advice, guidance, and support for the highest good of everyone involved. We are focusing today on the week of May 11th through the 17th. This includes a new moon in Taurus, and we're gearing up towards Gemini season as we move through the remainder of Taurus. So, what are we going to have for the week of May 11th through the 17th, please? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're also going to have an overarching energy here with the bottom of the deck. We have the Ace of Pentacles showing up. And I did mention, this is Taurus season, so there's a huge emphasis on material wealth, our food, our physical bodies, our homes. Okay, structure, stability. Okay, and this is the new beginning that we're being presented with as we move towards this new moon that's going to be on Saturday. Okay, we're going to go through each of these cards one by one. Now, Monday, astrologically speaking, looks like a really great day to kind of get things moving, to get your creative juices flowing. We have the Two of Swords. You might have a little bit of a hard time tapping into that more creative energy for whatever reason. But I do think the astrology will be in your favor to kind of get the gears turning, to get the wheels turning, to get you out of that kind of stuck feeling. We're going to move towards Tuesday now. We have the Five of Wands. Tuesday, astrologically, it looks like things can be taken to the next level. There might be a little bit of an extroverted energy as well. So that might bring some kind of tension with it, with this Five of Wands. Anything that was stuck, we might be still kind of struggling to get moving off the ground. This week also looks like a pretty social week. It looks like, the odds may be in your favor if you're trying to make new friends, go out and do some activities with friends. Wednesday, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there might be some kind of opportunity, or maybe there's a missed opportunity in some cases. The creative energies and the social kind of flow here through the week will come to a peak on Wednesday. So I do feel like, you might be given an opportunity. So be careful not to miss out on it. If you're still feeling some of the tension, there might be some drama, in some social circles. For Thursday, we have the Nine of Wands that's coming out, which is interesting because Thursday's astrology suggests that this is a good time for group efforts. So if you're feeling a little bit defensive with this Nine of Wands, this might be your kind of sign to lower the walls a little bit, to open up to team efforts. Because it feels like there's this kind of like can-do energy on Thursday. So let it elevate you beyond any kind of self-limiting beliefs or maybe even some judgments or limits that others have placed on you. We have the Page of Wands showing up in reverse for Friday. Friday is an energy that feels a little bit more tumultuous. We did have that tension earlier in the week, so you might see it kind of come to the surface near Friday. So kind of avoid any big eruptions in your curiosity. It feels like with this Page of Wands, I'll show you what it looks like upright. This can, be a little bit of a gossip energy from time to time, but it's ultimately, in its best case, is a very curious student. So maybe kind of changing your perspective and seeing things from the angle of what can I learn from this situation? What have my limits taught me? Where are my boundaries, with my time, with my energy, with my money even in some cases, right? So on Saturday, the new moon in Taurus, we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, this can be a little bit of a left out energy. Be careful to not let any tempers kind of rise and make you feel a little bit isolated or left out on Saturday. This does feel like a very, very social energy. So put yourself out there if you feel like you need to break free from this kind of outcast feeling. And then on Sunday, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Now, typically this can be a very healing energy, but it can also talk about getting stuck in the past. Sunday, astrologically speaking, Gemini, the ruler of Mercury will be where Mercury is shifting into. So there's this very communicative. There might be an opportunity to heal something from the past, but be careful not to get stuck in or stuck on something from the past here with that. So there is a lot of opportunity to open up, to kind of reconcile some things that we might have been allowing us to feel stuck, feel limited, right? We're going to ask for a little bit of extra guidance from the Personal Power Oracle before we finish this week's message. Clarity, please. Affirmations for the week of May 11th through the 17th. We have, I am passionate. She also has wings. This feels very passionate, very deep, very transformative with that Scorpio energy here. We just had the Scorpio full moon earlier in May, so that might have something to do with this kind of tension and this stuck energy that we're moving beyond. We have, I am forgiving. Yeah, it's time to forgive those who we feel may have wronged us, or maybe in some cases we need to forgive ourselves for any of those missed opportunities, and to learn that lesson and to embrace these opportunities that are coming forward in this very loving and social energy. There might be an emphasis too on home. Like I said, finances, your energy is really important to you now. So I hope this message serves you well. I am wishing you so much love, success, and happiness now and always. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.